Hello, I'm Michael Newman. I'm the biology librarian. You can find me in the science library on the third floor of the SAP Center. Today, I'll talk to you about tools for finding literature, also known as library discovery tools. In this presentation, I'll say a few words about SearchWorks, the library catalog. Then I'll give you a brief introduction to journal article databases that are available to you at Stanford. I'll discuss some things to consider when selecting a database and outline some of the features of databases. I'll end with some tips for making your database searches work for you. SearchWorks is the catalog of books, ebooks, journals, digital journals, maps, databases, and other items owned by the libraries at Stanford or available to you as a Stanford student. You can find the link to the SearchWorks catalog on the library homepage, library.stanford.edu. On the SearchWorks page, I'd like to highlight a few features. Near the top of the page is the search box. You can search the catalog by author, title, or subject to find books, journals, and other items owned by the libraries. On the left are facets you can use for limiting your search. Lower on the search page, notice that there is a link to databases. Use this if you want to find journal articles, but you aren't sure which database to start with. The other major discovery tools offered by the libraries are journal article databases. At Stanford, you have access to hundreds of databases. Use the Ask Us button on the library homepage or contact your librarian for help with selecting the right database for your search. You've probably already used at least one database to find journal articles. Google Scholar is a frequently used general database that covers all subjects. However, there are good reasons to use a specialized database, particularly as you advance in your career in graduate school. Most specialized databases offer added value in the form of features that are tailored to a topic. The best example is that SciFinder, the chemistry database, offers chemical reaction and chemical substructure searching. Other specialized databases offer other features. For your next database search, identify a specialized database for your field and give it a try. In addition to being essential tools for finding journal articles, databases offer an array of functionality. Databases offer links to full articles. If a database shows that an article exists, but you can't get the full article, contact us and we can help. In most databases, you can easily export references to Zotero, Mendeley, EndNote, or another citation management program. Most databases offer alerts. Set up a search and get a weekly list of new articles on your topic. Some databases offer cited reference searching. Use this feature to find articles and authors who have cited your advisor's publications in their bibliography. As a published author, you'll want to learn who has cited your own publications. This is a great way to identify researchers who are doing similar work. Let me end my presentation with suggestions for improving your subject searches in journal article databases. If you give some thought to your search statement and use some simple techniques, you can often find more and better articles and spend less time sifting through irrelevant articles. In this example, I'm looking for articles on the effects of global warming on insect migration. In search number 1, I entered a few words, and this will find a pretty good set of articles. In search number 2, I gave my search more thought and used some simple techniques to improve the search. I used and, or, and parentheses. In most cases, when you enter two words, the database inserts "and" between the words, but sometimes you really want "or." I enclosed exact phrases in quotation marks. Without the quotes, the database inserts "and" between the words. I added synonyms and broader and narrower terms where appropriate. Butterflies are a type of insect that are of particular interest for this topic, and Lepidoptera is a synonym for butterflies. I used the asterisk to find variations in word endings. Here I'm finding migration and migratory. Try at least one of these techniques in your next search for journal articles. For help, find the Ask Us button on most library pages or contact your local libraries. We want to hear from you, and we're here to ensure that you find the information you need.